Alright, so in this problem I have 2 to the power of x plus x equals 5. So I'm going to first start by subtracting x on both sides. So these two cancel out, and I get 2 to the power of x is equal to 5 minus x. Now, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to the power of x. So these two cancel out, and I get 1 is equal to 5 minus x over 2 to the power of x. Now, this is the same thing as negative x plus 5 times 2 to the power of negative x. And if I multiply both sides by 2 to the power of 5, I get 1 times 2 to the power of 5 is equal to negative x plus 5 times 2 to the power of negative x. And 2 to the power of 5 is 32, so I get 32 is equal to negative x plus 5 times, sorry, I forgot to multiply this side by 2 to the power of 5, but 2 to the power of negative x plus 2 to the power of 5 is 2 to the power of 5 minus x. Now I have 32 is equal to negative x plus 5 times e to the power of ln of 2 times negative x plus 5. And now this is the same thing as negative x plus 5 times ln 2 e to the power of negative x plus 5 times ln 2 is equal to 32 times ln 2. So I just multiply both sides by ln 2. And now if I take the W Lambert function on both sides, and if you don't know what this is, I highly recommend researching about it. But after that's done, I'm going to be left with negative x is equal to negative 5 plus w of 32 ln 2 over ln 2. And meaning x is equal to 5 minus w of 32 ln 2 over ln 2. Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of x is equal to x to the power of 2. So to solve this, I'm going to divide both sides by x to the power of 2. So then these two cancel out, and I have 1 is equal to x to the power of x over x to the power of 2. Now if I have something from a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of x over x to the power of 2, this is going to equal x to the power of x minus 2. Now if I take the ln of both sides, I get ln of 1 is equal to ln of x to the power of x minus 2. Now if I have something in the form ln a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front, so it's going to equal b times ln a. So now I can move x minus 2 to the front, so now I have ln 1 is equal to x minus 2 times ln of x. And ln of 1 is equal to 0, so I have 0 is equal to x minus 2 times ln x. So now this actually gives me two equations. I have x minus 2 is equal to 0, and I have ln of x is equal to 0. So for x minus 2 equals 0, this is pretty simple. All we have to do is add 2 on both sides, and we get that x is equal to 2, and for ln x equals 0, well, ln of 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1. So my two solutions are x equals 2 and x equals 1. Alright, so in this problem, I have 3 to the power of x to the power of 3 over 9 to the power of x is equal to 81. So I'm going to first rewrite 9 to the power of x as 3 squared to the power of x, and then rewrite 81 as 3 to the power of 4. Now, this is the same thing as 3 to the power of x to the power of 3 minus 2x is equal to 3 to the power of 4, because 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x, that's going to equal 3 to the power of 2x. And now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, then this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, x to the power of 3 minus 2x is equal to 4, meaning x to the power of 3 minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. So now to solve this, we actually have to find one solution of x so we can use that solution to find the other solutions of x. And we actually have to just keep on plugging in numbers until we find a solution. So if you actually plug in 2, you get that that the solution equals 0. So x equals 2 is one solution of x. And now using the solution, we can find the rest of the solutions by doing long division. X minus 2 equals 0 is a solution. So meaning we have to divide this by our original equation. So we have x to the power of 3 minus 2x minus 4 divided by x minus 2. And if you do this, you end up getting x minus 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have x minus 2 is equal to 0, and I have x squared plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. So for x minus 2 equals 0, x is obviously equal to 2. And for x squared plus 2x plus 2 equals 0, I can use the quadratic formula. So I get x is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared, which is 4, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 2, all over 2a. This is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 over 2, which is equal to negative 2 plus or minus 2i over 2, which is equal to negative 1 plus or minus I. So these are my three solutions to this problem. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the problem 500 squared minus 499 squared. So, to solve this, what I'm first going to do is rewrite this as 499 plus 1 squared minus 499 squared. And if I have something in the form a plus b squared, this is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So 499 plus 1 squared is turned into 499 squared plus 2 times 499 times 1 plus 1 squared, and I have this minus 499 squared. Now, I can cancel out 499 squared and negative 499 squared, so I'll be left with 2 times 499 times 1 plus 1 squared. 2 times 499 is 998, times 1 is just 998, and I have this plus 1 squared, which is plus 1, and this is equal to 999. Now, I actually have another method of solving this. So I have 500 squared minus 499 squared, And this time, I'm going to rewrite this as 500 squared minus 500 minus 1 squared. Now, if I have something in the form a minus b squared, this is equal to a minus b times a minus b, which is equal to, if I factor this out, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is going to turn into 500 squared minus 2 times 500 times 1 plus b squared, which is 1 squared. So these two cancel out. However, this is actually going to be in parentheses. So the negative sign distributes. So this turns into 500 squared minus 500 squared plus 2 times 500 times 1, which is the same thing as 2 times 500, minus 1 squared. Now these two can cancel out, so I get 1,000 minus 1, which is equal to 999. So again, I get 999 as my answer.